Hi, and welcome to day 7 of 31 days of tarot. Today it's all about the most worked with tarot deck in 2018 and why we worked so much with that deck. So for me, this is not a very fancy answer or very special answer. This is a rather boring answer to this question because for me the most worked with deck in 2018 was the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. As I said in other videos before that, tarot was a system that I really was interested in, but I never thought I would be able to learn that system good enough, and so I didn't consider to work with tarot for a long time. And the first system that I worked with and that brought me to cartomancy was Lenormand. And because I watched some videos on YouTube about the tarot system and some unboxings and walkthroughs and stuff, I decided to finally give tarot a second chance and just try it out. And after a while, I came to the conclusion that tarot isn't as complicated and as difficult as I thought it would be. And I really like the tarot system. And I also really love to read and combine Lenormand with tarot because they both have two different perspectives on a topic and come from two different standpoints to a question. So I think they both um, bring something to the table. And so because of that, I hadn't very much or a lot of tarot decks actually. My very first deck was this one, the classic Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, which I learned from and how to read with it. And then I got the Vampire Tarot by Ian Daniels, and I used that one a lot. So that's why this is my most used deck in 2018. Nothing fancy and a very boring deck to choose, but it is what it is. So, and I love to use this even now, where I'm at a point where I'm secure enough to read with other decks and don't need the traditional symbology and the traditional depictions of the Rider-Waite-Smith. I still love to use this deck because it is clear, it is direct, it is the tradition. And so because I learned to read with this deck, and this is the base where I'm coming from, it's easy for me to lay some cards out and just directly dive into the reading, get into it, because I spent so much time with those images and the classic Rider-Waite-Smith symbology that I know the cards so well, that I know them even in my sleep, so to say. And that's because I get quick, instant, direct, and clear messages from it. And so this is a workhorse for me still. The artwork isn't the most gorgeous one for me or the most beautiful. It isn't really my art style. it is beautiful painted and drawn. Of course, I couldn't do this as well, but it's not really my art style and the things I find beautiful, but it is the traditional imagery. And so it's quite easy to read with it. And I use it quite often when I just want to get directly into the reading without needing to think about another system or other symbologies. When I just want a quick reading, this is gorgeous to read with. And it's very tiny, it's very small. The cards were already very small, even smaller than a classic Lenormand deck, I think. And I trimmed the borders off, so I made it borderless because I loved borderless Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. I think the cards and the images look way better without the borders. The borders always distracted me, so I trimmed it down, and it is even smaller now. So as you can see with my hand and the cards, they're really, really tiny. And so it's quite useful for me to take it with me because it fits quite easily in the smallest bag. I can do big readings and big spreads with this deck and don't need much space. I can use it on the tiniest table. So it's very practical because of its tiny size as well. And that's the reasons why I still love to read and to use this classic deck. So this was day number 7, my most worked tarot deck in 2018. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you like this video, that you like to take the journey of 31 days of tarot with me. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below which was your most used deck in 2018 if you don't participate and don't do videos. I would love to read those comments. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss another video. And visit my Instagram profile. I would love to see you over there for some crystal shiny goodness and some more card images and general readings. The link is in the description box down below. And so I hope I see you in the next video again. Um, and I'm wishing you a nice day. Bye.